My next guest is going to be taking on Cowboy Oliveira coming up here at UFC Fight Night on February 27th. It is Rude Boy Randy Brown back here on the program. Randy, how's it going, man?
Hey, everything's good, man. How you been?
I'm doing well. Not as good as you, though, man. That light where it's behind you, it looks like you got a halo there. It looks like everything's going well for you these days. So that's good, man. But great to see you back in action. Was this the right amount of time off in between fights, or were you looking to get in there a little bit sooner?
Actually, it's the right amount of time for me, I think. Had to work through some things, work through some kinks and all that. So everything's coming together, and I'm ready to get back in there, do what it do.
And I know the last fight wasn't the result you wanted, but what did you take away the most from that performance against Vicente Luque, one of the toughest guys in the division?
There was so much to take away from that, man. Shout out to Luque. He did a phenomenal job that night. He came in with a perfect game plan of attacking my lead leg, and for me, just working on those things, and there were also some things that happened behind the scenes that I needed to work on and fix. So those things will not be a problem in the future, and hopefully I get a chance to get in there and be 100% and get it done.
And another notable opponent here in Cowboy Oliveira, he's known for exciting fights. He's got a pretty notable name in the division. How excited were you to get to fight him? After your last fight, who was also a pretty notable opponent.
I'm just grateful, man. I'm grateful for all the opportunities, and that the UFC have been given to me. You know what I mean? I guess they see, the potential. They keep giving me these opportunities to go out there and perform and give me these great fights. So I'm grateful, man, and I was happy once they told me this was my opponent. Originally, I actually asked for someone else, but that fighter wasn't available, and they came back to me with this guy, and it worked out because it was even better, So I think it's a good fight, and I can't wait to get in there and put on a show for the fans, because he's an exciting guy. I'm an exciting guy, and I know it's going to be a banger.
Are you allowed to say who you wanted to fight? Was there anyone?
I'd rather not.
No worries. That's why I asked. That's why I give the disclaimer. Don't want to get anyone in trouble here. We're just doing an interview. How do you feel like you match up against Cowboy in this fight? Obviously, like I said, pretty exciting fighter. I mean, this has definitely got fight of the night written all over it.
For sure. He's a wild one, man. He's a wild one. He's all over the place. Throwing spin kicks. He's bouncing around, but in the end, I think ultimately he's a little sloppy, and I think it'll give me opportunity to capitalize on those things, but overall, beyond being sloppy, he is a dangerous fighter, a game fighter, and he's a guy that's been in there with who's who of the division, and he's been around for a long time, and a lot of respect for the dude.
Training camp, anything different? Who you working with for this camp to get you ready for the fight?
For this camp, I did do some things different. I did do actually a lot of things different for this camp. My last camp, it wasn't the best, the situation. We made good of what we had, and we got it done. It was a lot of backyard training. I think we spoke before leading up to that, right?
Yeah. I remember because you gave me crap for picking Luque or something. Remember ahead of the fight, which I love, by the way. That was great. Great.
Hey, you were right. Let me give you that. You were right.
No worries. Right? That was a good test. Good test for you, right? So there you go.
It was for sure. And I'll tell you what. I still feel. I know this again. People may feel a way about what I'm about to say, but I still feel that I still think I'm the better fighter. Ultimately, he was a better man that night. But we'll run it back in the future. And like I said before, there's a lot happening behind the scenes that affected me for sure. I mean, if you look at my performance, you can see I didn't look like myself at all. But that's neither here nor there. It is what it is. Shout out to Luque. Congratulations. He did.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. There's been a lot of respect there. I think people who are watching this should know that. If they don't, get on the program. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. But what are these changes you've done? I'm curious about this.
Well, for one, I went out to King's MMA.
Oh, awesome. What's the connection there? How did you end up training there?
The homie, Naaman Gracie, my teammate here for a while in New York. He trains at Renzo Gracie Academy. We both were there for a while. And, once, obviously, when the pandemic, New York was in shambles, bro. And all the fighters had to kind of,
a lot of them left. Like Weidman, I know, went to, he moved completely. I know Aljo went to Vegas, right? So
everyone left. I was pretty much the only one here training in my backyard to fight Luque like an idiot, right? But everyone else decided to leave, and he went there, and I went out there to to go help him out. So while I was there, I got a lot of good work, and I felt like I benefited from the time I was out there. Shout out to their coach Correro and everyone. They really took a liking to me and helped me out a lot.
Excellent. How long were you out there for?
Like 2 weeks.
Nice.
2 weeks. That's crazy. You know, I may go back again, but then I came back. You know, did my work here. So you know, that's pretty much it. I've been training a lot more with Keith Trimble and all that stuff. So I'm out here, man, grinding.
No, I know. You always do, which is great. Who did you get to work with at Kings? Did you get to work with Gaslam or any of those guys, or Dariush? I know he's got his fight coming up.
Everyone, man, everyone. Those guys are animals up there, you know. And then they were able to really push me and give me some good work, and I was really grateful for that. I got to work with everyone. Gastelum, Darius, Vittori, everybody, all the guys that you guys don't know yet, but are
the up and comers too.
Yeah, you know. So we got some good work, and I feel really good.
So is Neiman now doing his camps down there, or he was just cross training there as well?
I believe Neiman now trains there.
Oh, cool. Okay, and do you see yourself going back, or is this just sort of one thing you did for this camp?
Absolutely, I'll be back. 1,000%.
I know those flights aren't cheap. That's for sure, right? To go to Cali, so.
Yeah, but you know, I have a lot of family in Cali, so you know, when I get down there, pretty much I get to benefit from that. I guess I get to see my family and chill out with my brothers and all that. So that's cool.
Speaking of traveling, how's your Airbnb doing? You still doing that? You said you got one in Jamaica,
sir.
right? Yeah, how's that going?
Yes, sir. It's going pretty well, man. It's going pretty well. It pretty much is. It's getting to a point now, fortunately, where it's able to take care of itself in a way. You know, it's paying for itself. So, super grateful for that. You know, I'm actually interested in buying some more. I want to get another one.
Look at this, man! You're turning into Monopoly. I love it.
Hopefully, man. It's not that expensive. It's very doable. So, you know, I'm trying to keep it going, man, and try to build a little empire.
There you go. I love it. Got to ask about your brother, Andre Harrison. They just released the PFL roster. I know that he had parted ways with them before that, but any fight news? I mean, I'm sure everyone wants to see him get back in there.
1,000%, man. I'd love to see him get back in there as well. As of right now, there's nothing, but he's working on a few things, and we'll just have to wait and see, man.
Yeah, for sure. How's the weight cut going ahead of this fight?
Weight cut's good. I'm actually sitting a little heavier than normal, not because of fitness issues. I think it's more so just or diet or anything like that. I think it's more so of like newer supplements and that kind of stuff that I've introduced. So cool. It's gonna be good. Those coming off, so feel good.
Who's gonna be in your corner for this fight?
Same cast and crew, man. My guys, you know. My same old guys, same team.
Okay, that's good. And how's this fight unfolding on February 27th?
I can't tell you. I can tell you I get the job done, but I can't tell you, man. This is a guy who I have a tremendous amount of respect for. You know what I mean? He's a wild card. You don't know what he's coming with. I personally think he might wrestle me. He'll try to wrestle me. You know, who knows? Obviously, if you're fighting me based off of my last fight, you're gonna go with the leg kick. So he's going to try to attack my leg. And I'm prepared for all those scenarios. So whether it's a predominantly grappling type of fight, or it's a striking war, or if the fight goes all over the place, I'm prepared for anywhere it goes. And ultimately, I'm looking to dictate where it goes anyway. So
a win here, does that sort of get you back on the path you were at prior to the Luque fight? Like, what do you sort of think of the implications of this fight?
Oh, for sure. 1,000%. It depends on how I get it done, the fashion I get it done in. You know, if I go out there and eke out a back and forth, lackluster performance, then I don't know. I have still got some proving to do. But if I go out there and I get them out of there and get it done convincingly, I think it puts me right back outside the top 15, and I'll be knocking on the door again, sometime later this year to break back in.
Before I let you go here, I looked on your Instagram. I saw you only have like a couple posts now. Did you do like a purge or something? What's up with that?
Everyone asking me that.
I need to get to the bottom of this. What's the deal?
Everyone's reaching out to me, asking me, hope I'm well, shit like that. People are like wanting to do interviews with me. I don't know. I just did it. I just felt like doing it. Okay.
No reason, just for shits
now,
and giggles?
My girl's a social media person. She's like she does social media and all that stuff for different companies and all that. And she she's always like, yo, your Instagram looks so ugly. Your Instagram looks so ugly. You got so much going on. But I don't care. I'll just post it. And then one day I just was like, all right, whatever. I'll clean it up. And
did you have to go in manually and delete it, or did you have some program that went back and deleted everything?
No, I did it.
Oh, you did? So you went post by post and started deleting stuff.
Yeah.
That must have taken you a while, right? Because you've had pictures for years on there.
Yeah, since I was like, they're not deleted. They're just archived, so I can always bring them back whenever I
Oh, okay, gotcha. I was gonna say it's a lot of.
But yeah, since before I was in the UFC, everything. But they're still there. They're just archived. I just decided to do that. I don't know. I was bored and I just sat down and did it.
There you go. Well, no one's going to be bored by this fight. February 27th. Looking forward to it. UFC Fight Night. Randy, always a pleasure, man. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you got any sponsors or shout-outs, I'll give you the last word.
You can find me on Instagram, where I deleted everything at touch and go _. Yeah. And you can also find me on, that's my same thing for Twitter. I'm also on Twitch at touch and go 170. I do a weekly podcast, and sometimes I'm just playing video games, kicking it, and chatting with fans. So yeah, come hang out.